Hello, here we are going to demonstrate the virtual machine configuration and application deployment. So first we have made three virtual machines, virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2 and virtual machine 3. Before going on, we need to first change the IP address of all the three virtual machines, which we did by using NAT network. NAT network basically provides us to make virtual IP address from 10.0.2.0 to 24. So in total of 25 virtual IP address can be made. Secondly, I have added a port forwarding rule where this is the host address, IP address, and this is the guest IP address, which is basically the IP address of my VM1, which is the server, and this is the port declared 8080. Let's see the network also of some virtual machines. Like take an example of one. I can see that here it is showing NAT network. So basically similarly all these three are on the NAT network. VM2 and VM3, all three are on the NAT network. Then so basically till now we have seen how to make IP address, virtual IP address, and how to make host application access uh, the web application hosted on the virtual machine using this port forwarding rule. Okay, this is a port forwarding rule. Now let's access. Before accessing, let's first see the IP address of the virtual machine. So first we go on the virtual machine 1. So ifconfig, we can see the IP address of the virtual machine 1 is 10.0.2.5, as we saw in the port forwarding port where we declared. As we want to connect, basically we give access to this VM1 to application to the host. Second, going to the VM2, which is acting like a MySQL database. So ifconfig, that is 10.0.2.4, and say that the third one ifconfig 10.0.2.6. So basically we have seen that all the three are on different IP address. Now let's try to access. We are on the VM3. We will try to access the web application hosted on the VM1. So I will write the IP address of the virtual machine 1 followed by the file link .html, and we see that we have successfully able to access it. Now we will also try to access it from the host with our PC. So I written localhost 8080, which is basically the host port which we have declared also in the port forwarding rule, and say the file we want to access. Hitting enter. So here also we are able to access it. Now let's see some operations. We have made a web application. It has its function of addition, updation, deletion, resetting the data entered. So let's first also see the database in the VM2, what database I created, what table it contains, and all that. So I am going to enter into my database. I have successfully entered into my MySQL database. MySQL. Now let's see the databases. To show database. So we can see here is NetishDB, which is the database I have created. I will use NetishDB to use this database. I have entered into my database NetishDB. Now I will see what all tables I have created. I created one table named contact. Now let's describe it. describe the contact table. So here it's showing three fields: name, email, phone, which you can also see in the web application. I have set email as primary key because I want that no two persons with the same email should be entered into the database. Now let's try to see if I have entered any data, what data I have entered. So contact. So we can see that there is no data at present. Now let's try to enter some data into it. So I will write my name, my email, and phone number, and I will try to add. When I will add, I will prompt it to a page which is process.php. This file basically functions is to connect the web application to the MySQL database. Now, when I will go to my MySQL database, we will see that the data is updated. So here we see that the data is updated. So this is basically how we perform, how we basically access the web application hosted on a server from some other system, and how we connect the web application to the databases. So that's all. Thank you.